It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. And love and tradition of the grand design, some people say, is even harder to find. Well, then there must be some magic clue inside these gentle walls, 'cause all I see is a tower of dreams, real love bursting out of every scene.
Welcome to Castleton University's CVM News. I'm Ruby Bushy.
And I'm Alden Bisson.
If you're on campus and feeling hungry, make sure you don't forget to check out what's at Hewden tonight. The chef is stirring up something special. This evening, Hewden will be serving traditional ramen. You can either get pork or chicken with an assorted amount of toppings. This Thursday, they are mixing it up and having traditional colonial food. They will be serving chicken pudding with a side of wild rice dish. This is inspired by the type of food you'd find in colonial Williamsburg. And don't forget about the dessert. It will be an appletini, which is a very similar dish to a baked apple tart. So stop by and come grab a delicious meal. For more information about what's coming up at Hewden, go to mysodexo.com. The Mount St. Joseph boys basketball team was able to survive an intense battle against Otter Valley last Monday. In the fourth quarter, the Mounties were able to overcome an 11-point deficit to force the game into overtime. With a half of a second showing on the clock, MSJ's Barron Shark drove to the basket and scored the game-winning layup. The Otters' Kai Norwood played an excellent game with 25 points that kept his team in the game. Prior to this contest, the MSJ Mounties were predicted to easily surpass the 3-10 Otters. Thanks to Barry Shark's 35 points, 8 rebounds, and the game-winning layup, the Mounties improved to 10-5 and the Otters fall to 3-12. It's that time of year again. That's right, folks, it's Super Bowl season. Following this weekend's conference championship games, the 17-1 Carolina Panthers are set to square off against Peyton Manning and the league's #1 defense, the Denver Broncos, in Super Bowl 50. This is set to be Manning's 4th career Super Bowl appearance. However, MVP favorite Cam Newton is getting ready to play in his first career Super Bowl with the Panthers. If his performance this season is any indicator, Denver is going to be in for their biggest challenge of the season. Newton, the Panthers quarterback, was responsible for 45 regular season touchdowns. Tune in February 7th at 6:30 Eastern Time to watch the sparks fly as the Denver Broncos take on the Carolina Panthers at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. And don't forget to check out this year's halftime show as the band Coldplay will be there to perform.
As usual, the Castleton Theater Department Arts Department is busy preparing another entertaining production. Carson Woods is on the scene for this week's Backstage Pass.
Welcome to Castleton Backstage Pass. I'm your host, Carson Woods, with an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at the Castleton Theater Production's up-and-coming musical, American Idiot, the Musical. Come on. This rock opera is entirely inspired by Green Day's 2001 album, American Idiot. This is a show you won't want to miss. But that's enough from me. Why don't you take a look yourself?
What happens are 3 friends make a plan to go to New York City and live life because they live in all this like suburban land.
So just focus on your bodies. Focus on your bodies. Okay.
My name is Maya Kraus. I'm the choreographer for American Idiot. We are designing the entire dance, all the dances, all the movements, and everything. We've worked on American Idiot. We've worked on Boulevard of Broken Dreams. We've worked on Last Night on Earth. What's Her Name? We're going to start Holiday and Extraordinary Girl and Favorite Son. There are 2 big challenges. I would say stamina for the show, because it's not your typical musical where you have scenes where you act and then there's a break from the dancing, scenes where you sing and then there's dancing. Everything is happening at one time, and there's very little moments where you can pause to breathe. And the music is so amazing culture up.
There's a lot of ensemble. It's very ensemble heavy, and so you get a lot of people who have to be involved in every single one of these dances.
Working on a lot of music. We've been singing a lot with Dr. B, who's the head of the music department, and she runs the choir and everything.
So far we're starting at the beginning and going through all of the different songs in the show, making sure that everybody knows what to sing, when, and hopefully gets the right pitches and the right rhythm.
Y'all need to be challenged, and this is the musical that's gonna get you there.
I didn't know he was in there.
Fucking rocket!
A lot of people, when they hear, oh, we're doing American Idiot, Green Day's crazy rock concept album, they think it's going to be about sex, drugs, and rock and roll. And while there is a lot of it, when you get down to the heart of it, it's about love and home and caring about the people that you've created this community with, and that you can never truly escape what's in your heart. And that's a lot of what is here in our theater department, is that it's a lot of home and community. And so doing this musical is really important and special because we've been able to create this bond amongst each other about creating a home inside each of our hearts.
Well, there you have it, folks. The very first and exclusive backstage look at Castleton's production of American Idiot, the musical. This is a show you will not want to miss. So please join us March 16th through the 20th right here in Casella Stage. This has been Carson Woods with Castleton Backstage Pass.
Come celebrate 165 years of kazoo playing in America with National Kazoo Day. Kazoos are a fun instrument that children and adults can enjoy buzzing along together. By humming into the instrument, you can create a sound that can complement any tune. In a matter of minutes, anyone can become a musician with a kazoo. In the 1840s, Alabama Vest of Georgia designed the first kazoo, and with the help of local clockmaker Thaddeus von Clegg, the first kazoo was created. First introduced at the Georgia State Fair as the Down South Submarine, people were instantly hooked. From wood to metal to plastic, these small instruments can be found in many households across the United States. So grab a hold of a kazoo today and experience this joyous musical instrument for yourself. Rapper Bobby Ray Simmons, more widely known as B.O.B., has taken to Twitter insisting the world is flat. B.O.B. laid out his case that if the world were in fact round, it would be obvious when looking at the horizon. He says cities in the distance would not be visible as they would be obscured by the Earth's curve. B.O.B. has somewhat of a conspiracy role on Twitter of late, taking on the moon landing and human cloning in recent days as well. A new carnivorous dinosaur species named Dracoraptor hanigani has been discovered on a beach in the southern part of Wales. So far, this is the oldest dinosaur from the Jurassic era. Scientists believe that the dinosaur is around 201 million years old. Although the bones were discovered in 2014, a study was just recently published by David Martell after examining the skull and bones of the 70-centimeter tall dinosaur. Scientists believe to have more information in the near future. Axe deodorant brand CMO announced on January 22nd that the company, which often features highly sexualized images of men and women, will aim to soften its image to remain culturally relevant. The former bro image will be retired to support a more inclusive idea of modern masculinity. The brand has often been criticized by some viewers for being sexist or promoting an outdated and unhelpful masculine image. The new marketing approach focuses on the man in the suit, rather than the physical benefits of being notably attractive, and the new target audience is encouraged to work on themselves, and the rest will come. Actor Matthew Perry, most famously known for playing Chandler Bing on the successful sitcom show Friends, recently appeared on the talk show The Chris Evans Breakfast Show. During the interview, Matthew Perry was asked about what his least favorite episode of Friends was, to which Perry replied with how he was unable to really remember 3 years of filming on the show. Over the years, Perry has struggled with an alcohol and Vicodin addiction, but has now been sober after a few years in rehab, and has even opened up the Perry House, which is a sober living facility meant to help former addicts go from rehab back into the real world.
Speaking of the real world, as we know it, the world of technology has been growing rapidly, especially in the world of cars. Backup cameras, self-parking cars, and auto brake systems are only the beginning. In an MIT technology review, the upcoming of a new system called car-to-car communication is a wireless technology that can allow cars to detect speed, steering, brakes, and acceleration of other cars within a few hundred feet. When it detects danger, the vehicle starts buzzing furiously. A light and beep will appear from the dashboard. And all of this is just the start to building a car-to-car network, allowing vehicles to be aware of one another in case the driver isn't. So far, 3,000 vehicles have been installed and tested by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the University of Michigan. Researchers concluded that over half of traffic accidents could have been prevented with this technology. With less than a week away from the Iowa caucus, Democratic candidates took the stage for a town hall forum held in Des Moines, Iowa on Monday, January 18th. Unlike a debate format, this town hall forum allowed for the candidates to answer questions at their own speed and without time regulations. The contenders Bernie Sanders, Hillary Clinton, and Martin O'Malley made their closing arguments in hopes of swaying voters in the first state to vote for the primaries. It is no surprise that Sanders and Clinton were main targets of the focus during this forum. With new poll numbers putting Sanders ahead in Iowa over Clinton, it is easy to say this debate wasn't one you wanted to miss. Now the question stands, who won? That's up for you to decide. Vermont Technical College is holding a Rail Jam series over the next couple of weeks and has invited the Castleton University student body to come participate. The series is located at the Rope Tow on the Ski and Ride Hill on VTC's campus up in Randolph. The first event is this Thursday, January 28th from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. This is the event schedule. The second Rail Jam will be held on February 11th, next on March 3rd, and the final one of the season on March 17th. I'm Ruby Bushy.
And I'm Alden Bisson. Have a good night.
Every January, people ring in the new year with some sort of New Year's resolution. Now the question is, have you been keeping up with your New Year's resolution? Our Women on the Street, Tori and Shannon Fisher, asked that very question.
I'm Tori Fisher here doing Women on Street. Today's question is, what's your New Year's resolution and have you been following it? Let's go see what people say. Hey, what is your New Year's resolution?
To go to the gym every day.
Have you been following that New Year's resolution?
I have so far.
I guess it's to just continue being a better person for the community.
Have you been following that?
Have I or how have I?
Both.
Yes, I have, but I've been just trying to get more involved on campus and in the community as in general.
It's to eat better.
Have you been following that?
No, I go to Hewden, so you can't eat healthy at Hewden.
Hey, it happens.
My New Year's resolution is to get better grades.
Have you been following that so far?
Nope.
My New Year's resolution is to be nicer to my roommate Tom because he's really fragile.
Have you been following that so far?
Yeah, I think I have. I've been telling him that his hair looks nice often. It's just it's the little things, so stuff like that.
Well, my New Year's resolution is to eat a little better. I was a big soda drinker, so I'm cutting way back on that, and we'll see how it goes.
Well, have you been following that?
For the most part, I'm not gonna lie. When I get down in the dumps, I'll crack open a soda, but for the most part, I've cut way back.
I had 2 New Year's resolutions. One of them was to be more mindful of people and their feelings, because I think everybody can be a little nicer. And my second one was to not be so sloppy and messy when I consume alcohol. And I have done both of those quite well so far.
Perfect. What about yours?
Mine is to get in shape and work harder on the rugby field.
Cool.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Have you guys been successful?
Yes, I have.
Yep.
To eat better?
Have you been following that?
No. I didn't make one.
Why didn't you make one?
I don't know. I think it's kind of a waste of time.
What's your New Year's resolution?
Try to get better grades.
Have you been following that?
For the most part, we're not very far into school, but we'll see how it comes out.
Eat healthier. I'm trying to go to the gym every day.
Have you been following it?
Yep. Yes.
Hey, thanks for watching.
Now here's some cooking tips from our experts on fine Italian cuisine, Nate and Alden.
Oh hey, I didn't even see you guys there. My name's Nick, and this is my kitchen. It's Nick in the Kitchen. So today, we're going to be making an authentic Italian tradition, a cheese and pepperoni pizza. A party classic. Now let's get this party started. Step 1. Preheat the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Step 2, open the pizza. Now, I've seen many pizzas ruined by someone leaving the plastic wrap on. That's a key step. You do not want to cook the pizza in the plastic wrap. And there it is. Wow, you can smell it already. Let's see if the oven's heated up. It seems about up to temperature. Next step, place the pizza directly on the oven rack. So, the final instruction on the box is cook for 13 to 15 minutes. Looks like I won't be needing this anymore. Now here's a few things you can do while you're waiting for your pizza to cook. Thumb wrestling, arm wrestling, wrestling. Just make sure things don't get out of hand. Well, looks like it's about that time. Boy, I think I outdid myself. Time to dig in. What a party, guys. Well, that's all for today. I'm Nick, and this is Nick in the Kitchen. Until next time, gang.
Still trying to work off those pounds that you gained over the holidays? Here's Chris Reardon and Chris Manjunk to help you how to exercise correctly to get the body you not only want, but the body you deserve.
How to do a proper push-up with your favorite Chris. Today, Chris will be demonstrating the correct form and technique on how to do a push-up. When you first enter the push-up position, you're going to have your hands underneath your shoulders pointing straight. You also want to make sure that your back is completely straight without having your butt arching up or dipping down. When your arms are fully extended, they should be straight and supporting your weight. Also, make sure that your feet are in a comfortable position for you to keep your weight up. Once you have the form down, you're ready to start doing a push-up. When you start to go down, you don't want your elbows flying out. You want to keep them in control. You want your arms to bend down to a 90-degree angle or until your chest touches the floor. Then you want to explode back up into the starting position. Good job. Now you're ready to start doing push-ups anytime, anywhere. Tune in next week when Chris is going to teach you the proper way to do a sit-up.
It's the winter season, and where else would you rather be than at Killington, Vermont, where skiers and snowboarders alike participate in their favorite hobbies. Here's Reba Stodgel with more.
Because it's fun and I like to go fast.
I enjoy skiing because I like the fresh air and the adrenaline rush that you get when you're coming down the mountain.
I love skiing because it gets me out in the fresh air and I can enjoy it with my friends. Same.
Feeling stressed out? Take the time to unwind and enjoy our nature piece called Tranquility.